though whether which side am I on. But I would say early game I'm on Impunity KH side. But once the Balmond is going to not able to perform, then I am on AUG3 side.
Yeah. And really, execution is the end-all, not the end-all be-all, but it is the final step here. After the draft has been finished, it all comes down to execution. And AUG3 here, they're looking to start it off quite nicely. And they don't want to lose 1-3. At least they want to make it a 2-2 first against Impunity. Make it a Game 5 for all of us watching. We all love that Game 5, but let's see how AUG3 ESports moves around here. Contesting these Little Wanderer, able to get some good knockups here, but I think that's just going to be safe for OP coming in for that one.
Nega managed to get that Bulbasaur with that retribution, so that's alright for them. Right now, Balmond is having his time to clear the jungle, so he will take about like 2 minutes before all is cleared. And Ruby is gonna have a hard time against Esmeralda until the mid-late game where they are just going to be clearing the waves and then rotate to the fights.
Oh, that's gonna be immediately AUG3 having to flicker away at that point. So Jawmin, a little bit of trouble for him, but I think that's just gonna be a battle spell burnt. Could be a repeat gank by Impunity if they want to go for it, but for the most part, they should just be setting up for this turtle later in less than a minute.
Yeah. Right now, Fasa is going to play the controlling of the lane. Right now, if you notice, he's not hitting the creep wave, he's just trying to control the waves as much as possible, while the rest is going to focus onto the first turtle, which Balmond is the crucial pick.
They're really making sure that they pick that up as well. They do pick up the kill onto Hao on his Harley, and he's just spinning to win. That's the doctrine right now, and this is one of the strong points of this Balmond. This dominating damage in the early game. Now that he's got the lethal counter as well, AUG3 cannot face off against it directly. They have to go other angles if they want to try and face off against Impunity. So Turtle goes down. AUG3 is not able to trade back anything for it. They're too relevant. So right now, Impunity building a, not really a lead, but building up the tempo.
Yeah. Right now, can see that the Harley is trying to disturb the Fasa as much as possible. Most of the time, if Harley is able to launch the ultimate into full cut, it will make Fasa most of the time gone. But I haven't managed to get that shadow kill off the Cloud.
That was pretty much a solo kill right there, and it once again it hits two birds with one stone. You want to keep it one, but here comes another fight here. It's gonna be 4v2. Can the spin to win be the one to do it? But no, it's not gonna be. It's just gonna be another kill here on the side of AUG3 ESports. They're hungry. They want to force the 2-2. They want to reset the momentum in their favor. And now Impunity KH though. Let's see. They're just okay. They're good. They're choosing to fight where the Balmond is, and that's one of the weaknesses of Balmond, is that he cannot immediately respond to something that's happening a few yards away.
You're right. But at this stage, we have to see how Ninja Boy is gonna perform well, because at this stage, he's the only magical.
He's gonna go for it. Just stop you right there, Case. If you hold that thought, that's gonna be Feathered Airstrike, and as well as finishing that up as well. But wow, tries to go for it. Tries to go for the neck, but Takenaga gets stopped short. Impunity matching AUG3 blow by blow.
That Jawhead flicker ejector all behind and junk Hayabusa back to his tier 1 turret.
Yeah, no ninja tricks against an angry robot coming in, and it looks like Impunity's going to be taking control now. Crucial kill there by AUG3 that basically gives him control. Immediate push onto the turret. Wow. He disappeared. That's a magic trick. That's a Harley magic trick. He just disappeared.
That offender into Jawhead ejector just
perfect.
Make you disappear. Just make.
They're playing ball. They're playing ball. They're passing the ball. I'm offended. That takes the ball. TY goes for the shot there, and OP goes for the alley-oop. That's perfect. Impunity's playing ball right now, and I love it. They're starting to take control here, stopping the momentum that Takenaga built up earlier. And with this turtle kill, this is going to be even more in their favor here. But it looks like Impunity's choosing to fight as one here instead of letting AUG3 fight them individually where the Balmond can't reach them. So yeah, good. Impunity knows their mistake earlier and now they're immediately fixing it.
Yeah, look at Claude trying to play safe. I think he's trying to just hide behind one person instead of being alone. If you're alone, then the Harley will most likely be able to one-shot you. But if you're more than one person, then chances are you will be getting killed.
Yeah, and for the most part though, AUG3, they're definitely not out of the game. They just need to find those opportunities. And West, he's not going to be able to finish up the kill there. Too risky to go deep because it's right next to where the other members of Isaiah looking at him as well here. So we're going to have to see how this goes through. Seems like Impunity. Yeah, nothing too big happening. They're just setting up, forcing the dive here, possibly to take it unstoppable. Force could be an option here. Oh no, it's down right now, but ejector is going to be enough to force West to go for the flowing blood. And once again, they get what they need, which is the tower. That's really the target here. And meanwhile, AUG3 ESports looking to make some kills from Takanaga with Boom and Deja Poi making it very hard for him to find an opening.
How isn't able to find an opening with his ultimate into cuts? But Kufra manages to use the Terrence Revenge, but who is catching who? Right now, Joe manages to eject that Kufra into the Phantom Airstrike.
I guess that's why it's bannable against Impunity KH, you know, but another kidnapping. We've got some crimes to report here in the land of Dawn. We've got some kidnapping, looking for a man named TYYYX Maus, as he has been constantly terrorizing AUG3 ESports here. And Takanaga able to make some space for himself with iframes, but immediately it's taken back by There is a kill here by How, but in the backdrop, that's just the backdrop. Impunity takes control over this top lane. The kill against the Claude doesn't matter too much in the big picture right now, and West is even gonna get, once again, pulled back. This could be an opportunity. Big CC coming in from Elo Hardy. Able to take down 3 members of Impunity, evening it out. So a few mistakes here and there, and AUG3 is able to get it back. But the bad thing here for AUG3 is that none of those kills involved Takanaga, so he's not starting another snowball for himself here. But it is going to be even another ejector into the wall, headbutted into the wall there. And TYY, merciless. Joven now on the run from the Feather Airstrike. Senpai is going to be the one to finish him off here. Just needs one more shot. Not able to do it. Has to teleport back to Clone. But still, Impunity not letting it up here. Turtle did get taken by AUG3. That's good for Takanaga. But Impunity, this is still their time to shine here as long as they don't open themselves up to the backside here.
And a pause is coming up from Joyhead.
A little bit of a P up there.
Yeah,
that pause, waiting for it. Anytime now. Anytime now? Okay, P, okay. They're calling for it. They're calling for it. So, right now, though, as we're waiting for the pause, just waiting for it to happen. But okay, so okay, there we go. There's the pause. But as we, right before the pause, it did seem like Impunity KH was setting up for a play mid lane. But for now, back and forth on both these teams, but Impunity is the one controlling the pace.
Honestly, the Jawhead plays pretty well, I have to say. The ejectors for Jawhead has been very on point. He used the flicker into ejector, right? It shows that the ejector of players will be more far, but at the same time, it is very hard to execute, and he managed to do it. Not only that, just now at the mid when Esmeralda used his flicker, he instantly eject him in front.
That's
so fast. I can't even blink my eyes. Oh,
one blink and you're already back. Impunity's got that white van. If you're not careful, they're gonna take you to the pain train here. And Impunity, ooh. Still, AUG3 ESports, if they find that opening with Takanaga on that Hayabusa, could start that snowball. Very, very crucial coming in from there. And we just have to see. They are getting some trades, right? Impunity goes for a play. Takanaga snuck in the Hayabusa onto this turtle. Maybe they can make those what do you call it, non-parallel plays there coming in and not face the Balmond and the Jawhead as much.
Yeah. At the moment, I think that if Impunity KH is able to still snowball with the Balmond, it's fine. And it seems to me the Harley isn't really, how do I put it into words? Explosive. It's not like a fear factor for Fasa and Claude. Instead, only the Hayabusa is a considerable fear factor to them.
Yeah, and not the magical menace that we've known, but here comes, okay, one kill here onto TYY. Okay, they realize, okay, TYY has kind of been a nuisance. Let's try and take him out before fighting. Maybe even make something happen. Feathered Airstrike is going to go down. Elo Hardy and Jovian taking a lot of damage here. OP is going to come in here to try and face off. Takanaga is just dodging him left and right, avoiding that Balmond sheer power. He's 2 levels up on Takanaga. So they're going to be satisfied at that 1 kill here. So AUG3 Esports still definitely in this game. Do not count them out, because they're going to bob and weave around Impunity KH here if they can, if they take out TYY out of the equation.
Yeah, in fact, AUG3 is leading the goal right now. Oh, conceal, ejector.
That's going to be dodging out the lethal counter as well. That could be the chance. That's going to be the shadow kill, ignoring all those spins right there into Takanaga. In comes the Alice as well. You're basically tag team wrestling here against OP, who's only one. Kind of unfair, but they are going for it anyway. Meanwhile, Impunity realizes, okay, they've got 2 of their big damage dealers up there. Let's go for the fight. And he survives. Takanaga dies to OP.
What?
Impunity gets 2 kills in mid, which is what I was expecting. I was not expecting Takanaga to fall to OP at that point.
No,
very bizarre.
The Lord is going to be taken by Impunity KH side. That would be a bit unfortunate for AUG3 Esports.
Yeah, and they can't contest it at all. They don't even have a wave set up to trade anything. The outer turrets for the side lanes are already taken out. The mid lane's way too close to that Lord for them to try and take. So right now, AUG3 Esports, they just gotta lick their wounds right now and try and stabilize and reassess what happened. What went wrong there? They tried to go for the kill onto OP, but he just spin to win. Meanwhile, Impunity was able to make a play. I believe that was 4v3 in mid, and it paid off quite well.
Yeah, this Balmond, even though he's very fat, but he is a tank Balmond. He only has a Radiant Axe, and that's all he needs, right? A Radiant Axe and full defensive. And only the Claude and Fasa has like the most amount of damage right now. The Balmond is just a little counter utility hero at this stage.
Just to get those executes and the initial burst damage to set up the dunks from the Feather Airstrike and Force to set up some kills, right? Because Senpai here, they need to get him more gold. 1, 2, and 4, not too hot, but not bad either. So they're just ramping him up while all the spotlight is on OP. So now they're trying to sneak up onto this mid lane turret, converging around it. And it's going to be endless battle here for Takanaga. Last time I said, okay, maybe he can get some sustain in these fights, but it might be too fast for him, or this Hayabusa. But it's going to be the mid lane. And now they can pinch this other lane here on the side after the wave catches up. AUG3 has like, what, 5-10 seconds to prepare for that incoming siege from Impunity.
Yeah. At this stage, they're just trying to get the outer turrets and wait for the next slot to win. Unless Boom is able to get a flicker out, flicker offended, then there's a different
into
case.
An ejector. I'm waiting for that one, but here Joven trying to front for his team here. He's trying to face off, but could be dangerous. The ejector actually only hits the orange buff, but he's still taking a lot of damage here. In comes a Kufra. This could be the opportunity, but Deja Poi Poi makes sure that AUG3 cannot just go in willy-nilly, but in comes a kill here. TYY goes down, but he's done what he needed to do. But double kill here for West. Break the formation here. OP gonna try and spin, keep AUG3 Esports away. But West picking up those 2 kills is crucial for them. Joven gonna try and front for his team once again, spinning through. Then Senpai is still dealing those free hits here. So AUG3 could still lose this team fight. Lethal counter onto Joven to finish him off with the shots from Senpai. So it ends up being a 1-4-2 here. But a Feather Airstrike once again to finish off. Finally take out that Immortal Temptress that is Alice. And now How alone in the middle is able to escape. Kind of scuffed escape there behind enemy lines. He's gonna have to find a safe spot to recall from. The Takanaga on the hunt here, but now Impunity is gonna gather around, prevent the Hayabusa from getting any kills. This Harley able to escape, but AUG3 Esports seemed like they could get a good team fight, but they kind of bit off more than they could chew.
Yeah, it all relies down to this Kufra, right? On whether if he can get any. Oh!
He's being slippery. He's teasing Impunity, but one ejector is gonna ruin his day if TYY is fast enough on the draw.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the two-man. That's gonna be a two-man Tyrant's Rage there, but able immediately to get out. Feathered Airstrike once again to cover their approach, and while Boom and the Farsa have to get away, OT still fronting for his team. Shadow kill onto this Valmont here. Gonna get ejector. Jovin has to try and get out, unable to as he gets smashed to smithereens by OP. Lethal indeed. And now they're going to be converging onto this mid lane. The base is exposed here. They have the wave just in time. That's going to try and go for it here. Boom and the Senpai making some space for themselves. They just need to find a way. They do get the kill here as Hao picks up TYY. It stops the push. And they do get another kill on top of that against Hao, unable to fly through that wall. That's going to be another Elo Hardy coming in with Tyrant's Revenge here. They have an opportunity. They have to pay back the two inhibitors that got taken down here. Winter Cruncher going to be coming in from OP, but I don't know what. That's going to be a big ace here. The bad thing here for AUG3, they can't really make anything happen from that. They can't end. They can take the Lord. But the thing is, that means they're going to be a little bit pressured to go on the offensive there to not waste this Lord.
They have to go for the offensive. It's the last option.
Blue team has slain the Lord.
And with the gold evening up, this Hayabusa, this Harley actually able to get through. Impunity mispositioning a little bit. They have that Feathered Airstrike to try and give themselves some saving grace right there. But so far, a little bit too difficult to try and get through. They have the Lord, they can rally around it. They have the ball is in their hands right now. They just have to not blunder it.
Hey, seems like Impunity Cage is a little bit not disciplined at the point of time. So right now they are just trying to defend and wait for Johit to do some ejector plays or Boom to actually do some offender play.
And they just need that great opportunity. But AUG3 Esports, they're slowly getting into that groove, right? After that team fight, their confidence, their morale should be high. Their turrets are, Impunity's turns are going down. The Lord's still marching with them. They can rally around. Jobin goes in here with the Falling Star Moon. Not able to get anything too big. Tyrant's Rage into the wall here. That's big. AUG3 Esports. They do take down the Kufra, but then TYY goes down as well. Off spinning in the front here. Meanwhile, that's still going to be Takanaga looking for a kill. It is going to be Jobin picking that up. West now, the saving grace for AUG3 Esports. Can he do it? Sliver of HP. 1 for 2. Lord repelled. All things considered, not that bad for Impunity, but that was a pretty good all-in there by Elo Hardy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Even though they didn't manage to get any inhib turrets, but at that moment it shows the Impunity Cage a lot of pressure, so they can't anyhow rotate the map at all. So yeah, that's pretty good.
And all AUG3 Esports needs to do is maintain that kind of offensive where they dodge the worst of it. They make sure that TYY and Boom don't have the opportunity to go for a play. And that's how Filipino teams succeed, is by preventing the opportunity from happening on the side of their opponents. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. 2 minutes on the Lord, still quite far away. Unless you reach like a 20-minute game, Impunity stabilizing. No inhibitor turrets means that they don't have to worry about permanent pressure, but they still have to worry about that Elo Hardy initiation.
Yeah. Right now, it seems to be an even game. The goal lead don't matter anymore. It all really depends on who catches who first. As we see, when Elo Hardy with that Kufra's Tyrant's Revenge, wherever he land first on Jaw, they'll most likely win the fights, right? But when Johit have that good injector, then Impunity Cage will then win those fights. So it really depends on who starts the fight.
He's gonna try and quash out his way out of there, but he's behind enemy lines. Can AUG3 Esports save Private Ryan here? Because Impunity Oh, they do get the kill here onto Boom. But can they go? Okay, Takanaga being very, very slippery at this point. They can't chase him down at this point. AUG3 ESports going to try and converge onto Impunity Cage. Collapse on them. In comes the Alice to cut off their escape. And it is going to be a bloody brawl here for the side of AUG3 ESports. But Impunity Cage, they maintain formation here. Able to get through. But here comes the Feather Airstrike to try and prevent any further kills from happening. Protect OP at this point. But it seems like this Alice is just going to come in scaled up. And now Takanaga... in that shadow kill, able to finish off these kills. That's a full team wipe with 50 seconds on the clock, on 40 seconds on the clock for most of their members. Taking down Inhibitor's turret and going for the win should not be a problem. And we're going to a game 5, guys. Filipinos out there, make some noise in the chat. Forcing a game 5 against Impunity KH, evening up the score. Momentum has been minimized here from the Cambodian team. Meanwhile,